If you're watching this video, you're clearly on self-improvement. You've clearly developed the habit of delaying gratification, of doing the good habits even when you don't feel like it. You constantly delay gratification for long-term satisfaction. And that makes you elite. It puts you in a group of people who are achievers, a group of people who are always succeeding. It puts you in the top 10%. And right now you may be striving to create new habits that will best serve your purpose. Whatever it may be, whatever you're chasing, whether it's fitness, whether it's a financial goal, whatever it is. You have to know that your habits are contagious. And you'll be like, what do you mean by that? Your habits are contagious. A habits that you have in one area of life will affect another area of your life. You know that saying when people are like, how you do one thing is how you do everything. I would always be like, that's rubbish. But it is 100% true. How you do one thing is how you do everything, simply because your habits are contagious. Let's say you do the dishes every 2 days, right? If you've developed the habit of not finishing the dishes and never completing it, that habit of not finishing things will slowly seep into the rest of your life. So you may be the most disciplined person at work. You may be the most, So you may be the most disciplined person at work, but the fact that you've allowed that habit of not finishing to ingrain itself in your identity means that it's going to slowly seep into your work. You not finishing the dishes would translate into you not finishing certain things at work. You not finishing a business proposal for something. Let's say you're a successful entrepreneur.
TJ!
So let's say you're a successful entrepreneur and your business life is booming, but you indulge in casual sex. The lack of discipline in your sexual life will lead to a lack of discipline in your business life. So one day you'll find yourself coming to work late. You'll find yourself being sloppy with proposals. You'll find yourself going into meetings where you don't know what you're supposed to talk about, where you haven't done your research on the person that you're meeting with. This will make you a sloppy businessman. It will remove all discipline that you had. And now this will create a snowball effect where at first it doesn't seem like a huge problem. Like, I just have a lack of discipline in that area of my life. But it will slowly compound until it gets bigger and bigger, and then one day it will be this huge snowball that's going to destroy your business life. You need to watch everything you do. The little things matter just as much as the big things. It's just that it's not as apparent with the little things. So if you always leave your dishes in the wrong place, you never take them to the sink, or whatever that habit may be, I want you to know that sooner or later that habit will seep into the rest of your life. The reason being is that your brain always keeps a score. So in your brain, it's more complicated than this, but I'm just going to simplify it. There's good habits and there are bad habits. So intrinsically, you know that leaving the dishes in the wrong place is a bad habit. So every time you perform that bad habit, you strengthen your identity of being someone that does the bad habits. So the more you do these bad habits, the more you ingrain in your identity that you're someone that does these bad habits. So it becomes more natural for you to perform these bad habits even in the big areas of your life. And it will get so bad that one day you'll sit down and you'll be thinking, how did I get here? How did it get this bad? It's because you weren't watching the small things. You weren't watching those little things that you're like, it doesn't matter. So every single act that you take that shows a lack of discipline will reinforce a belief that's in you that you have a lack of discipline, that you're not as disciplined as you should be. So since you're on self-improvement, you want to improve. It's probably like your business success, your financial success, or you want to improve your body. What you need to know is that you can't just improve one area of your life, because the areas of our life are so interconnected that it's impossible to just improve one area. So the best way to tackle it would be to improve your whole life, to make sure that you're doing the right habits in every single area of life. And the best way to improve your life is to be disciplined. So if you want to be disciplined, you have to be disciplined in every single area of your life. Cheers, gents.